Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much more. And welcome back to
Mega Update,
where we do a rapid fire bullet point run through all of the biggest news, developments, updates, theories, and things that have happened in movie and pop culture news throughout the week. So we're going to be talking about Thor: Love and Thunder, which comes out this week, the Black Panther first looks, some Doom updates, Superman showing up in the Black Adam movie, a huge She-Hulk theory that the Thing from the Fantastic Four will be appearing in not one, but a few episodes in the series, and of course, Stranger Things Season 4 Part 2 has released. All of that and much more happening in today's
Mega Update.
If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our other major movie and television news updates. Also, you can check me out on my other socials, Instagram at Chris M. Rosser and Twitter at The Culture Chris. Links to both of these are in the description down below. Now, since this is
Mega Update,
I'm going to need you to mega drop down in the comment section and tell me which of all of this news, or any that I may have missed, has you most excited for the future of your favorite franchises, projects, MCU, DC, Star Wars. There's all sorts of stuff going on. So let's dive into it. I want to start with Doom. This is a conversation for sure that you have heard a lot about throughout the week. Howard Stern, known shock jock, America's Got Talent judge, and radio host, accidentally had a hot mic leak where he was discussing his involvement with the Doom project this summer. Now, a lot of people are assuming that he won't be playing Doom, and at zero point during the hot mic did he say he was playing Doom, but he mentioned he was going to be involved, that he reached out to Robert Downing Jr. and asked for John, presumably Jon Favreau's number, so that he could figure out how he needs to act and what it is exactly he needs to be doing. So we learn a Doom project is being filmed this summer. Not a Fantastic Four project, a Doom project. Assuming that this isn't some big stunt, either by Howard Stern or by Marvel to try to throw us off their tracks, it sounds like we should get ready for a Doom project. No word on who is playing Doom, although we have a lot of guesses and desires and heavy wishes. Of course, fan casting is a big thing that we love to do here on the channel, so you can let me know who you want to play Doom in the comment section down below. Thor: Love and Thunder releases this week. Yes, of course, I've seen it early. No spoilers, don't worry. But if you love Thor Ragnarok, you are going to have a blast. The jokes hit, the emotions are there, and a deep story that hopefully everybody can enjoy as much as possible. That gives you a little bit of a nostalgic MCU feel. It kind of brings you back to something you can identify with and remember from earlier projects in the MCU, especially since we're seeing an OG Avenger, what of which there are very few playing around in the MCU with some familiar faces. But don't forget, there will be some new faces, lots of hidden surprises, and I think an overall fantastic time. I hope you are able to get tickets, go and enjoy it, and we'll have a spoiler chat and a spoiler breakdown coming on the channel later on this week. Now, Black Panther. We got our first looks through some concept art, either for some t-shirts that are going to be printed, some merchandising, but we get a decent look at some of the characters. In fact, 4 of them to be specific. The familiar girls that we love over from Wakanda, Shuri, who very well might be Black Panther, Okoye, who looks pretty much the same, but she's in her proper attire given her calling and her title within Wakanda. Of course, we see Neymar for the very first time, and this is maybe a little bit of rough concept art, but I've really learned not to judge characters based off of concept art. Overall, I'm really excited to see Neymar. I think he's going to be a fun inclusion in the MCU. He's going to be played by Tenoch Huerta, who we already know has filmed some scenes for this character, and we're going to have to wait and see if he's going to be the big bad in the movie. But I wouldn't hold your breath. It seems unlikely that he's going to be the big bad. I think it's going to start off with some conflict, but this well-known anti-hero and hero within the MCU, within the Marvel Comics, not the MCU yet, is going to probably have a pretty important role, not just in this movie, but moving onward in the MCU. However, this final first look for the Black Panther sequel, Wakanda Forever at Atuma, might be giving us a little bit more of information as to who the villain will be, as it seems like Namor's more of a introduction, hey, bad guy turns into good guy, Black Panther, and Namor gonna hook up to fight Atuma. He looks really cool here. If you're not familiar with who he is in the comics, we'll do some breakdowns here on the channel later on as well. We also have to talk about something that I think is super interesting. We have from My Time to Shine Hello, who I think is one of the most respected leakers on Twitter, just quite honestly always gets everything right, that Superman will be appearing in Black Adam. In fact, The Rock kind of teased it not too long ago, and now that some test screenings have gone out, it's seemingly been confirmed that we will be seeing Superman. However, there's a catch. Like with all DC projects, it appears he will not have a face. You know, like you saw him in Shazam, how he appeared in Peacemaker. Just this ambiguous Superman that they think is going to exist out of thin air. I don't even really want to get into my problems and quarrels with DC. I quite frankly think DC needs to completely start over. I've done several rants about this. Bring Black Adam, Shazam, and the new Battinson series and start your own new DC world. It's just a big mess. But yes, it sounds like Superman will be faceless in Black Adam, just like he was in Shazam. My assumption is they're going to bring in a whole new Superman at some point and have a Superman versus Black Adam versus Shazam super event. We all know The Rock wants to go up against Superman. So whether it'll be Henry Cavill one day again, or they're going to find a whole new Superman and try to make a whole new origin story, whatever it is, we'll get that explanation later on down the road. She-Hulk has a pretty cool update as well. It is being rumored that not only will we be getting Daredevil in She-Hulk, which is all but confirmed. I would be very, very confident in telling you guys that Daredevil will be showing up in She-Hulk, but it sounds like a major character from the Fantastic Four will also have a few appearances. It turns out that the Thing will also be involved in what was originally rumored as 3 episodes. The original rumor, which wasn't necessarily new, said that it would be in the final 3 episodes up to 10. Well, She-Hulk, we know, has 9. So was this a mistake? Is this rumor completely false? Or were there originally 10 episodes and he was in 8, 9, and 10 and now they've revised it and he's in 7, 8, and 9? Have they cut stuff out to the point where they have less? Did they completely take the Thing out of it? Not a whole lot is known about this. However, it does seem like many different reporters and scoopers and outlets believe that the Thing will be making an appearance, however so brief or important, in the She-Hulk series. So that is also something I would be very, very excited about. Also keep in mind, guys, Stranger Things Season 4 Part 2 is now officially out. It came out this last week, so if you haven't been able to get to that, you should be sure to do that as well. I'm hearing a lot of good things. Believe it or not, I actually haven't seen any of Season 4 just yet, so I definitely need to go and do that. I've already had a few things ruined for me, so I should just sit down and binge the whole thing now that Season 4 is out. It does sound like, however, we're about 2 years away from Season 5, the final season of Stranger Things, from releasing, but, I mean, Stranger Things has done a great job. Everybody seems to love it more and more every time a new season comes out. They haven't fallen off. They haven't let us down, so hopefully later on down the road, when we get the concluding season, Season 5 of Stranger Things, you can enjoy that just as much. So, as you just heard, a pretty busy week.
Mega updates.
Purpose is to run through the bullet points, so if you have any questions about details or things you'd like to hear more about, let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful, useful, or entertaining, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel or haven't gotten around to doing that just yet. Thank you guys so much for watching to the very end of the video. This has been
Mega Update
right here on Cosmic Culture.